Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. Today what I have for you is a new look, a map tour, a map guide, whatever you want to call it, but we are going to go through Sandy Bay 19 here in Farming Simulator 19. So if this is what you are looking for today, please stay tuned. Alright, so this is where you start off in Sandy Bay 19. This is what you're looking at. This just over the harbor right there, or however you want to call it. So if we go into our map here, this is what we have. So we start out down here. This is kind of a farm you own. And then this is your map. Tons of fields, tons of space, and tons of detail. This map has so much detail on it. It is extremely impressive. So first I want to look at what land we own starting out. So this chunk is worth 0. We're just going to sell it for now. Because it's just kind of the in-between areas, and it kind of just distracts from what we're actually trying to look at. So the one thing, some people I know won't like this, and some people will. It gives you a pretty good starting point. So I started this off a new farmer here, as I normally do in these map tours. So the thing it does, it starts you up pretty high and mighty. You pretty much got whatever you need. So you do own, there's several little farms on the map. So you do own this guy up here, which is worth 160K. You own this farm here, which is worth 344,000. You own this field, this field, this field, this area, which is a sheep pasture here. And then you own this farm, which I would say is your main farm. It's the Sandy Bay farm. So we'll go over some of those farms. And you own this little guy out here. This one's worth $0. So whether or not you want to sell it or not, that's kind of up to you because it's literally valueless. But what we're going to do is we'll take a look around our farm here, and then we're just going to drive around the map. So yep, there's some very unique features to this that I think really bring this map alive, and I'm very excited. And I will say this, I definitely want to do a gameplay series on this. However, the problem is I already have one going with No Man's Land, which came out just before this. It just seems so difficult to pick maps to play on in Farming Simulator. They keep releasing newer and cooler maps, so it is just hard. And so I'll just kind of have to decide what I'm going to do from there. But starting out here, if we look off to the left is actually where we'll go first. So you have a brand new Massey Ferguson combine here. You also have a header for it, a header trailer, and you have a seeder here, which this guy, if we go into, let's go into our garage here. So again, you got a John Deere 2 and a JCB, which is honestly just ridiculous to start off with. But you have this here. This is a, so this is a direct drill. You don't have to cultivate or plow before using a direct drill, and you can check that out in my seeding video if you want to see that, or my preparing fields video. But anyhow, you start with some decent equipment. So also you'll notice in here, the header here, you got a new crop. That's rye. Here you can plant alfalfa and rye. So this, and I didn't add any mods to this map. This map just came with this. It's kind of like when we're going over No Man's Land for Alien Gym. There's mods just built in that are there. So anyways, you have a header trailer, a header, all that stuff over here, goodness for you. Right here, actually right off the bat, you have a silage bunker. So that's pretty neat. And you actually have 3, and I'll show you where the other 2 are in a little bit. But so you actually have 3. So if we continue this way, and all of these areas open, so we'll open each of them and look inside. So inside this one, you're going to have where you can sell vehicles, repair vehicles, everything like that. So I love the way that this is set up here. And again, there's tons of detail, just little things everywhere. Like we're kind of almost, it's almost like we expect it, or we have to have it. So then we're just going to come up this way, and we're going to take a left here. Right here you have a lime station, so you can buy lime right from your beginning farm. And over here you have a John Deere parked, a nice vehicle shelter here. Pop this door open. Like I said, most of them open. And here you do have a little, just kind of entry-level mower. I think this is actually the cheapest mower in-game. But there's that there for you. And then coming over here, we have another shelter. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, I can get one or the other, apparently. Nope. There we go. A little bit difficult to get both of them open, but we have this guy parked in here, which is a fantastic sprayer. Very good starting out. I think that's kind of, again, like I was saying, they really start you off pretty strong here. So we'll continue walking this way. Right here you have a little more kind of little vehicle shelters, little vehicle bays if you wanted to park in there, store stuff in there. And this guy too is pretty awesome. So these doors should open theoretically. Maybe not. If I can't get them to open, it is what it is. I know I can get that to open apparently. Okay, that's strange. It definitely, yep, there we go. I was able to open them just fine from the outside before, but I don't know what I was having issues with that time. But anyhow, you have this barn in here, and I believe, yep, there's your light switch, so you can turn on the lights in here as well. So pretty nifty. You can use this for crop storage or whatever you want to do. And I don't think you can do silage in here, but I'm not sure. I don't believe it counts as a bunker, as red as a bunker. So then look at this thing. You start with the cramp chipper right here. This thing is huge. That's a huge chipper. You never start with that, something that good in game right off the bat. And again, you just got a wheelbarrow here, little details like that, which make these maps super cool. We come over here, we can open this gate. This is kind of the main entrance off the roadway to our farm. And actually, we'll pull our map up while we're looking around. So just to kind of show you where we're at. So there's that there. And then moving around here, actually, if you go through the weeds and bushes here, we have a little barn or shelter type thing for a sheep. So this is a sheep pasture. This is kind of the entrance right here. We can open that gate up if we want. There we go. All right, and then over here you have the place where you can put water in and feed for them. So this is one of the sheep areas that is on just this map right here. And I love this. I noticed this walking through. This reads as a field, which is amazing. I don't think you'd ever be able to get any equipment in here. You'd have to jump it over that wall. But yeah, it does read it as a field. Not necessarily on the map, but I think that's pretty fun. Actually, it probably does read it on the map if we get close. Maybe not. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell, but maybe it'll go in here. Yep, it does. Look at that. A little field. Plowing is definitely required there. That's hilarious. So there's a little field right in there for you. But continuing on, we'll head out of here. Right across from the sheep, you have a chicken pen. Again, you can open this gate up and come in here. You have a place to put feed for them and everything like that. It's pretty detailed. You got these little hen houses here, little chicken houses or chicken coops. So pretty nifty. You have your house right over here. I don't believe that garage opens. Nope, it does not. So you're coming down here to a field. So down here, we have a, so this is the sheep pasture here essentially. So it's right off of this fence. And then we go out into field 21, which is right out there. And then there's 2 more fields beyond that you also have control over. So we'll drive around to go look at some of the stuff that's farther away. And look at that. There's a plane just flying overhead. There's actually a really cool airport that I was able to check out before making this video that I show you as well. And the hot air balloon off in the distance. There's even a helicopter, I believe, that you can somehow fly around in. I'm not sure how you do that. I don't think you can control it, but you can ride in it with its path. So I think that's pretty awesome. This machinery does not do anything other than sit here and rot. You cannot use any of it. This is not a cultivator or something you can hook up to. There's kind of the back way out of the farm. We'll drive down that as well at some point. We're over here. This is not a trailer you can hook up to, but it is just sitting there. If we go in here, here's where you have your plow sitting. You have another just nice, huge open vehicle storage area or storage area for you. This is your second and your third bunker silo that are on this map, so those are available to you. This is not a bunker silo. This is just a little storage area where you could dump something in if you wanted to. Moving up here, and this is, I love it. You start out with a New Holland roll belt. That's fantastic. You already have a baler starting off right off the bat. And again, that's kind of where we started, was over there. So yeah, we'll keep going this way. This is actually a barn. A sell point. I mean, I guess I'd say it says on the map, but it's a barn, but it's a sell point for you to sell bales at, like other barns are. Here is where you store crops, so you can dump them into there, and then also in the same spot, they pour out of there for you, so you can load up in here as well. One other thing I think I need to note before we get out of here. Go over here. So I mentioned that fertilizer sell point. If you come over here, right here. Yeah. Right here. So this is actually a gas buy point. You can purchase fuel here. So that is something that is spectacular as well. So yeah, let's go hop in. We'll just go ahead and hop in the Jcb Fast Track, and we'll go ahead and take a quick drive around this map to show you some of the details. Oh, I'm getting lost already. It is a little confusing at first to make your way around here. Lots of turns and curves and all sorts of stuff like that. But I believe the JCB's parked over here. Yep. I was heading kind of in the right direction, but I couldn't get through that way. So it doesn't work. But yeah, here's the Jcb Fast Track, which you start off with. So we'll hop in this guy and we'll use this to drive around. If we come down here, actually on that cultivator, by the way, is not something you can move around or work with. So we'll actually stop before we go anywhere in the Jcb. Let's open this up. So here is your cow pasture that you start off with. So Pretty neat. It's got all the facilities you might expect a cow pasture to have. I'm not exactly sure where you feed and do all that kind of stuff in this one, because it's not kind of an in-game standard one, but I'm sure that if it was something I wanted to do, I could figure it out pretty easily, and I'm sure you could too. Over here's your water trough. How about that? Figured one thing out. But yeah, and you got the milking station here. Outside here, here's your slurry pit. So this is where all your slurry will gather. And then I believe, not sure where the manure is at, actually. Completely honest with. This should open up. Yep. Opens up for you. This opens up. Yep. All of it opens up. The manure might end up being over here, out here somewhere, but not sure what that is either. But anyhow, we'll hop in the fast track here. So let's take a look at the map again. So here we are at the Sandy Bay farm. So there's the Sandy Bay barn. I was talking about the gas fuel point, the lime station. So you have sheep here, chickens here, sheep here. And then you have these 3 fields that you start off with, and we can just turn that off. Fruit types too. There's the rye. That's funny. I didn't know that was its own screen. So let's take a look here. So what we'll probably end up doing is just to kind of keep it kind of organized. We'll kind of come out the main entrance of the farm here. We'll probably drive up around here. We'll take a look at some of the stuff out here. This is an airport, which is fantastic. So we'll drive out this way, and we'll come across here. We'll probably stop in there, drive back up this way. Once we get up here, we'll keep going straight past it. We'll take a look up around here, drive down. I think that's kind of our plan, and then we'll loop in and take a look at the other half of the map. So hopefully this video doesn't go too long, but there's so many cool things to see in this map that are very important, I think, without even going into too many of the mechanics of it. So I want to make sure that we cover everything that we can, just because of how cool this map is. All right, so here we are with the JCB. So as mentioned, we're going to go ahead and make sure we don't get hit by a car. We're going to hop out this way and head around. And by the way, this map is based in the UK, so that's why they're all driving on the left-hand side of the road. We're going to drive around this way, up this way, and see what we can find. A couple other things to note. So there's some very cool features. There's different types of traffic. Actually first, before I mention the different types of traffic, up here on the right-hand side is a speed trap. Yes, the speed is 30, and if I go over like I am now, boom. Traffic police caught you speeding over 30 miles per hour, fined 62 pounds. So there's that for you, and there's a house being built there. So yes, there is speed traps and speed cameras all over this map, and they will get you if you go anywhere above the speed limit. I've gone one above and gotten caught. So just be aware of that. So the first sell point I have here for us is going to be the garden center. So some nifty points. One thing I love about the detail of the garden centers, if you just walk up to these things, they open right up. So not only that, if we keep going in here, there's so many details. Look at the trees. The trees are blowing in the wind. Fantastic detail. Over there, you just got pallets and pallets and stuff like you'd see at a garden. Ooh, don't want to hit the gate. Garden center store. So you have 2 sell points here. The first one here is a manure sell point, and the second one is everything else that the garden center will buy, which is actually quite a bit of stuff. So not a bad sell point. They buy a lot of the different items in game. So there are multiple different types of new traffic that you won't find in the base game of Farming Sim. There's tour buses, there's motorcycles, there's police cars. Sometimes the police cars will run with their lights and sirens on, which is very cool. So I'll hop out here. This is Marywood Farm. This is another farm. This is the one that costs $0 and has a cow pasture on it. So we'll go ahead and drive through. Right on the right-hand side as we drive in, there's another bunker silo for you to use. We can go ahead and drive through the field here. So this is a cow pasture. Back here you got another slurry tank. Not sure where the manure is going to be on this one, but you got a water tank here, access to other fields. We'll drive around this way, head back to the main part of the farm here. So going through here, there's another access to a field over there. This is where you'd feed and take care of livestock and such like that. That's not a bunker silo, but it's another storage area for you. It doesn't look like we get out this way, so I'll go ahead and drive through again this way. All right, so I think... what's the next thing up? I think the next thing up is going to be the biogas plant that's going to be up on our map tour, map guide today. So we'll head up the road this way. And this Marywood Farm, just to come show you again in the map here. So here's where it's at. It's that one that's down in the corner that costs $0. So we'll continue up, and here's the biogas plant. And there's actually another one called Little Hem Stores that's there as another sell point for you. So we'll continue on. And so yeah, there's lots of different traffic on here. The traffic moves quite quickly. Oh, and there's also tractors. You'll see farmers driving around on their tractors on the roads, running errands and stuff like that. and they all move quite fast, so just be aware of that. And there are police cars with their lights and sirens on, so hopefully we see one of those as well while we are driving around. But yeah, so here we are. This is the biogas plant. So though there are no bunker silos, you definitely have plenty of room to build them on your own, and you don't have to pay for the biogas plant in this map. It comes with you. It's part of that big area that costs $0 that kind of fills in all the gaps in the map that we talked about at the beginning. And here's Little M Stores, the biogas store there. That's another sell point where you can sell different items to it. So we'll pop back out here on the road, and we're going to keep going left here. This just goes down to a 4-way highway, so 2 lanes in each direction. There's another little construction site there. Lots of stuff's under construction on this map. I love it. It shows that it's just like a thriving community that's growing and always building new things. So on the left-hand side, we have, well, first we have a little tent area or a little camp area, and then we have up in here we have an airport, so we can drive around up in here, no problem. Hopefully no planes are going to take off while we're here, but the planes do take off. Look at the ring around that. As if it's moving, it looks like. But anyhow, so you can't do anything up here. You can access it, but if we look on the map here, anything outside of this red line, so everything over here you cannot do anything with. Here you're fine. So anything outside of the red lines on this map is stuff that you won't have access to do anything with. You can access it to drive around, but that's about it. So not a whole lot you can do out here. So we'll continue down, take a left here. So we're gonna go across a bridge that's gonna take us over that big highway I was talking about. So up over here, look down that way, there's gonna be a tunnel, 4-lane highway down that way there's another one. So there's that for you. We have more fields up here. I think next thing, so we're not gonna go straight down this hill. We're gonna hook a right here. Actually, before we go hook a right here, there's actually something I want to show you. So right here is going to be, this is it right here. This is going to be access to your horse paddock. And actually there's a wooded area right here, which is pretty sweet. You can drive into, or actually no, this is the access to the horse paddock. There's an enchanted forest on here. This isn't it, but we will find that when we find it. So we can drive up here. Hot air balloon in the distance, I love it. Drive up this way, and this is going to be where your horses are at. Where your horse paddock is at. So we can come in here. There's where your horse paddock's at. Actually a pretty decent area. So it's that green space on the map down the left-hand corner that you see up in the left-hand corner of the map down there. So you had a couple areas. You could even be, honestly, if you did something with this field, bought this field, you could actually make this a pretty nifty little farm if you wanted to actually do some work out here. So we're going to follow it just accesses the field. I thought that was going to be a way out, but it is not. Alright, so we'll drive back down this road and head out. So, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I'm missing here. I don't want to miss anything. Oh, also, in seasons on this map, there's a few new cool features. So the first of those is there's snow contracts that are specific to this map. So there's contracts where you can, I think, plow and or de-ice people's areas and stuff like that. Oh, I just hit something because I can't see what I'm doing. Let me hop in the cab for a second. There we go. Alright. Get right out of here. So yeah, there's snow contracts, which I think are pretty nifty there. And then oh, geez, there's a police car tracked that. See how fast he took that corner? Holy crap! Wasn't anyone stopping him. So here's another speed camera here. So we'll go ahead and speed because for fun. Boom! You're going over the speed limit. A €2 or £2 fine. That's hilarious. So nothing too big there. Right here you have the Sandy Bay. Please drive carefully, but you have the Sandy Bay football field, I guess it would be, since we're in the UK, but I would call it a soccer field since I'm out of the US. And then here's some other, oh, those look like nice houses there. You got a bus pulled off over here in the bus port. Here you do have a fuel station as well. So let's take a look at the map and see where we're at. Back ourselves down here. All right, where are we at? Where we go? Oh, we went down the hill. I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to take a right there, but I forgot to do that. So anyhow, we will just turn around and head back up. We'll take a look at this area here, then we'll head back up, and I wanted to look over at Port View Close Store. So, and here you do have a gas station, a nice parking lot, and it's just another kind of little setup here. Not necessarily, I would say, a town. You have a church with a cemetery there, a nice little square here with a bakery and all sorts of different things. So it's a very nifty little setup here. these are the kind of details that I love seeing in maps. It just kind of makes it so no matter where you go, there's all sorts of different things going on. There's our dreaded tour bus right there. And by dreaded tourists, I mean they go fast and they will knock you off the road if you're not paying close enough attention. So they will knock you around if you just get hit by them. Gosh, I'd love to do a let's play on this map. However, be worried about getting. I love using big equipment, so I'd be worried about. Oh, we're about to get our speeding ticket. Yep, there we go. 93 pounds. Farmer Cop's getting all sorts of speeding tickets today. I guess it is what it is. But anyhow, that's the other thing. I love just being a police officer. I love all the police features that are on this map. I think it's fantastic. So, and that, by the way, if you're new to the channel and this is your first video you've seen of me and this is what it's going to be, I am Farmer Cop because I am a police officer. And that is my full-time job. But continuing on from that, this is Port View Close. So there's Port View Close stores, which is a sell point. So we'll hop in there real quick. Here we are. So you have a sell point there where you can sell whatever. I don't even know. There's so many different sell points in this map that I'm not going to go over what each one sells because it would just be ridiculous and repetitive. So anyhow, this is essentially like its own little village or own little town here. Port View Close. So fantastic. That's that. Look at that. Illegal parking. Should give them a parking ticket. But anyhow, we'll drive around here and then continue on up the tour. But a couple of, there's a little market there. I love it. But a couple other cool features in seasons, if you play this map on seasons, is for one, there will be potholes that you will have to deal with. Here, I'm going the right way here. Yes, there will be potholes that you have to deal with. Look at that. Sorry, every time I get talking about something, there's another cool thing to see. So here's Dave's Bar, which if we drive in here, just the detail that they have, it's fantastic. I'm camped out there. Fantastic detail. Look at all this. Get ready to deliver kegs. All right, and then, but yeah, so in seasons, potholes will appear on the map. Certain roads get flooded, certain fields get flooded, so it's pretty cool, actually. A lot of good detail goes into it. So this road here, so right now we're heading back up towards the farm, the Sandy Bay Farm, the home farm you start out with. So these are our fields that you start out with in-game on the left here. So those options, right? I feel like if I did this map on a gameplay series, I would be inclined to do silage, just because it'd be great, especially with the equipment you got. You already got most of what you need, if not all of what you need, and you have bunker silos and everything like that. You already have access to the BGA. I just don't see why you wouldn't want to do silage right off the bat on this map. But anyhow, all right, so we are back up here at the farm. So let's decide where we want to go next. Let me hop into the map real quick for us. All right, so here we are right here. I think what we're going to do, I think we'll head straight first and we'll take a look at some stuff up here that's pretty nifty. We'll take a look out over the view from this side into Bay. And then what we'll do is we'll head back down to the farm, and then I want to take the back route out just to show you that. So we'll head down the back way, head out here, cut out to the main road, and we'll head down here. And then I think we'll go ahead and, since we already got this taken care of, I think what we're going to do is just loop through down here by the coast, loop up through here, take a look at some stuff around here, and then head up around here. And we'll probably finish it out probably around maybe Willow Farm. So we'll see, but I think that's what we're going to end up doing. So, oh shoot, I forgot to show you guys the Enchanted Forest. What I'll probably do right now is actually, I'm going to drive back over there, show you that real quick, and then I'll pop back over to here. So just give me one moment. Before I forget to show you, there is a emergency vehicle there with their lights, and you can hear the siren on as well. Absolutely fantastic details. So there is a police car driving what I would say is code, which is with the lights on or the sirens on. So no one's getting out of their way, and they're not going very fast, so hopefully their call's not that urgent. But anyhow, yep, so I'm going to keep driving over. I'm going to go over to the Enchanted Forest, and then I'll show you that real quick. So coming up on my left here, this is the Enchanted Forest, which looks like that's a pretty steep hill down in there. So, but anyhow, this is a perfect place for you. So if you want to do logging, you're still not unable to do that. So there's Enchanted Forest there. It's got I love the little dirt paths, the little off-road stuff you have in here. So we'll go ahead and zoom in just to look at this. Fantastic detail. Going out, there's a log cabin, and there's trees everywhere in here. So it's a perfect place to do forestry if you're interested in that, and that's what you wanted to do. And there's access. You can just, oh gosh, that's kind of scary, right out onto the highway. So that's kind of scary, but anyhow, you can drive right through that bush onto the highway if you want. So if you want to access it from that side, that's also an option for you. So all right, I'm gonna go ahead and just fast forward to where there's something else that matters since I passed this. I just wanted to make sure that I showed you guys this before we continued. All right, so I'm just driven past our farm here. So up here, something to show you. We are going to drive up. So that just goes to nowhere. That's the edge of the map here. But if we drive up this way, there's a little trailer park here, or motorhome park, however you want to call it. But this path is ridiculous, so we'll just go ahead and drive off it. But extremely bumpy, muddy looking path coming up here to the top here. So up here you got a nice little windmill. There's not really a whole lot up here other than that. Just some nice decorative stuff. But a fantastic view is up here. So we'll take a minute to look at that. That just kind of shows you out over the bay and everything like that. So definitely something that's fantastic. So we'll drive back down the hill now, hopefully without getting stuck or having any issues with me driving. Unlikely, but we will see what we can do. All right, so we'll go ahead and head down to kind of the shore area, or the main part of the town. So that's kind of right where this is going to take us here. So we'll just go ahead and follow this down. All right, and here we are. We're into the downtown area. But we're going to take a left here. Geez, I don't know my directions. We're going to take a right there and come down here. So you can see there's some railroad tracks off on the right there that run through the downtown area. There's some cliffs, nice beautiful white cliffs. Oh, I can't drive. Hopefully you already found that out. If you've been on this channel for any time at all, you know that I can't drive anyhow. But so here's your lumber mill. So you got a wood chip selling point, and then you can sell regular lumber here, chips there. So we'll exit through here. Then this structure right here on the left side is where you can sell wool, and then inside behind it, there's going to be a couple other sell points down in that way that I'm not going to go drive around in there. So also very, very cool. There's a couple of name brand type deals in here. I won't say their name because I don't know if YouTube will be upset about that if I do or not. So I won't say their name, but you see there's one here that is a fast food chain. I think that actually might be in our speed camera there. So if you drive by this, just flying. Probably a good one too with all the pedestrians around. But we'll actually drive down on the pier here just to save a little time. It'll be a little bit quicker, but very cool things out here. Not to hit any people, but no promises. Ooh, or buildings. I don't think we'll be able to avoid this person. Might just be stuck here. Yep, cool music. Like a little fair type deal down here on the pier. So just very cool detail. Look at this. Look at that water. The reflection off of that water. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And we could, if we wanted to, just drive right off into the water. Oh! So look at that. If you drive down here, so I guess it ends right about there. So, well, what I'm going to do, since we are in the water. Can we get out of the water? We're still driving. We are still driving. I think we might be stuck, though. So what I'm going to do is deal with this, and then I'll be back with you. All right, so I recovered by just getting us a new vehicle. And, of course, I just stopped up some traffic there, but we'll just keep driving. Our two abreast there. So, not a whole lot down here other than enormous amounts of detail and very, very cool things to see. So that is all down here. Right here on the left, actually we passed it. No, it's coming up. There's another name brand item, but up here on the left there is another sell point. Here, I'm not sure which one, but I can let you just figure that out later. So there's one here, a sell point. Looks like there's a little bit of a skate park there, a park there, and then there is a circus kind of stuff going on in town here. So, oh, geez. This is at Gary's Bar, so that's probably the name of the sell point. So I will loop my way out of here. Oh, geez. You see that bike just took out my truck? That was a close call there. A lot of times the cars in this map are actually pretty good about stopping for you, but obviously it's not perfect. So, yep, little food stand there. Everything you got going on around here. So if we look at the map, we don't need to drive up this section. That's just more stuff that you can check out later. That's the pub egg sell point. That's hilarious. But anyhow, so we already went up here. So we'll check out the shop, West Coast stores here, and then we'll head down further, back down this road out here, and head and look in this area, and then keep going. So, geez, look at that. The trailer. Look at this. Cars are out of control. Oh my gosh. All right, so we'll take a look up. Oh, geez. I think I somehow took the wrong turn here. Let me get back on the road. Go this way, so be careful. Geez, you can keep driving. Again, Farmer Cop can't drive whatsoever, so if we go across the railroad tracks here into here, it's actually specifically a Class dealership, or a Class dealership, but you obviously buy everything else here. And then past the dealership where you can fix your vehicles. Past the dealership into here is like a root crop kind of sell point, so that's all in here for you if you would like. So we'll head back out this way. And now we'll keep heading up like we were doing just a second ago. Take a left here. Did not cut off the police car. Speaking from experience as a police officer, I do not like it when people pull in front of me. Believe it or not, it happens often. And first off, real quick, there's the helicopter. There is a way to get into it. I am not sure how that is. Hospital right here for you. Here's another name brand fast food joint for you. But I think is, look at the size of that drive-through. Good Lord. Oh, we just got hit by a Sandy Bay tour bus. They appear to be in more of a hurry than we are. Anyways, we'll keep going. More and more detail. I can't, if I sat here and talked about all the different detail all day, it would be amazing. There's just too much of it. Down here, so you have this huge construction site going on both sides of the way. This tractor is just driving around. He's working. Look, he's about ready to cross the road. I wonder if you can be a solid deal. Can you drive through him? Oh yeah, he's solid. Look at that. Just the detail that's put in here by Oxygen David is just ridiculous. So we'll keep driving up this way. So just on the coast, look at this. There's a shipwreck over there, lighthouse up on the hill. We'll drive up and look at the lighthouse before we go. A little power substation here as well. But yeah, we'll take a look. Oh, losing it. Perfect. So yeah, there's the Sandy Bay Market right here. And then there also are some port sell points over in there. And this is where you would buy livestock. I believe the livestock market is here as well. So that's where that's at in this map. And again, shipwreck over there. Just fantastic. Look at the water. Water looks so realistic. I love it. Just the reflections off of that are fantastic. All right, so we'll drive back up this way. So let's take a look at the map real quick so we can kind of brainstorm where we're gonna go. So we're gonna go back up here, take a right here, and head back up into here. We already looked at the shop. So actually, yeah, to get up there, we're gonna have to take this route anyway. So I should have looked at the shop then. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drive over to Willow Farm, and then we'll check that out, and then I will be back with you. So as we get up to, what did I say, Willow Farms? Yeah, Willow Farms. A side note too, a lot of people don't like to play on some of the European maps just because it seems like it's hard to get through some of the, or you get to some of the fields. But a lot of the places on this map, I mean, that's a fence there, so you can't drive through it. But a lot of times you can drive through the separation bushes. So if you aren't too worried about being super realistic, that's an option for you. But here we are at Willow Farm. Look at just the little water feature right as you come in on the left. That's fantastic. So if we keep driving, we'll head up here. So there again, there's a sign for Willow Farm right here. Welcome to Willow Farm, established in 1991. We'll open this up. I don't know what it is about those little pins on the gate, that the fact that those open up before it does is just fantastic. So I do love that about it. Oop, hopped out of my truck. We'll get going this way here. All right, we'll drive around. So this is like a more modern farm, I believe. And by that I mean it looks less like it's been there for a while. It looks less run down and stuff like that. So actually I'll hop out and we're gonna walk around. So this is a straw sell point here. You can buy fuel right over here at this guy as well. So there's that. And then over here, lime station for you. I believe this is a lime station. I could be wrong though. Yeah, this is a lime station. And then we can cut through here. So again, just like the other farms, all these guys open up. I don't know if there's a light in here now. So just the sunroof. Open this guy up and come out here. I believe this is there's the silo for us. So yep, there's the silo for this farm. That's what I thought it was going to be, but I was unsure. There's a bunker silo, more rundown equipment that is nothing for you. Essentially, that's kind of everything for it. Oh, yep, I can sneak through there. Perfect. This guy opens up here. And again, you're not going to have any equipment here because this is not the starting farm. It doesn't have any equipment here at it. So fantastic, nice little warehouse area. Very good details on this as well. So that's how Willow Farm is. And you have believe, a sheep pasture here. Pig enclosure, so pigs. I'm sorry. Then up here, you actually have another cow pasture that we haven't looked at. So we probably won't end up looking at that, but that is available for you. I'm I can't remember the cost on that. So yeah, okay, so you do own that right off the bat. So it's 160 if you wanted to sell that. We're not going to go look over that. We're going to head up here to look at Green Tech stores, head down this way, go over to Western Shore stores, and then we'll head up and go, oh, there actually was a way. I knew there was a path. I knew there should have been a way out of there, but then we'll end up over here at the Lighthouse and look out that. So pretty nifty. And the Lighthouse does at night light up. So if you're wondering if it did that or not, it does do that. So pretty nifty. Oh, that's out there. All right, we will drive up this way now. So, yeah, so we're gonna take a left up here at the top of the hill. All right, take a left. We'll go over to Green Tech stores. I love this whole map is fantastic. I feel like I missed so much, even, and this has been a very long map tour. I feel like too. But I feel like even with that, I've missed so much of the information that would be super critical to this map. I mean, I'm sure I got the basics, but still, there's so many details, and I'm sure there's so many things that you guys will figure out as you're playing on it that I will be unaware of. And if you do figure out any of that stuff that I would love to know, please drop a comment below, because I'd love to find out what you find out about this map. So, don't hit a biker. A bad crash there for everyone. Oh, I just drove right through that sign, didn't knock it down. But yeah, so I'm going to keep driving, and I'll be back with you once we get to another point that I want to talk about, just to kind of save a little bit of time. So here we are. This is the Sandy Bay Castle. So we'll drive up here and take a look at the castle. It looks like a sell point up here. I don't know what you're selling at the castle. It's a castle that's kind of in ruins. So, but we'll take a look at it. So yep, drive up here. There's a little bridge. Does not look like for, I would say, vehicles. No, that's definitely too thin for that. So we'll run up here. Got a fantastic view out from. There's so many good views actually on the spot here to look out over different areas. So, oh, that's the sell point over there. Something completely different. So we'll check that out here in a second. But yeah, here's the castle. So if you wanted to go explore that, you're welcome to it. But yeah, I'll get back to you once we get over to that sell point over there. So here we are. We're kind of entering another little town area. There's a repair shop there, I believe. I don't know if you can actually get your stuff fixed up there or not, but there's another sell point right there for you. Cool cannons over here. And yes, I know this map tour will be a little long. I am sorry, but yet again, at the same time, I'm not sorry, because there's so many cool things on this map that there's really not a way to summarize it. I mean, this is kind of the summary of it. There's so many cool things that I feel like I still didn't even talk about on this map. So it kind of is what it is. You get what you get, you know? There is another farm up here, actually, that I want to talk about briefly. We'll drive up to it on the way to the Lighthouse that we're going to end off. So there is a farm up here that you can buy and use. A little bit different. This is Foxborough Farms. That's what that sign's going to say for you. Yep, Foxborough Farms. Kind of hard to see, but we'll drive in here and take a look. There's not any sell points in here right off the bat or anything like that. So it seems like this is kind of a more basic farm. Very few items. You do end up having a bunker silo over here, which is kind of nice, but not a whole lot else out here. You got a grass field, so there's that field there. Again, you can convert that if you wanted to do something else with it, but there's not a whole lot out here. But if you wanted kind of a nice farm that's kind of an outlook across the area, allows you to see out, this might be a good spot for you to check out and farm from. So definitely an option for you. And what I'll do is I'll kind of drive up further up here. Yep, here we go. Take us up. Yeah, so nice dirt road up here. A fantastic. I mean, honestly, you could do stuff up here if you wanted to too. You could have a farm up here. There's a ruin there. You could do. There's plenty of open space up here to do a little bit if you really wanted to. But up here at the top, we got the lighthouse. So here's the lighthouse for you, and you actually can go up to the top. I'm not going to climb it right now, but you can climb up to the top. And at night, yes, it does illuminate, so it's pretty awesome. Well, I think that's kind of everything I have to show you. I hope I didn't miss anything important. If I did, please drop a comment down below. Let me know what I missed in the map, or if there's anything cool you found out as you were playing on the map, just let me know. And let me know, too, if you want me to do a gameplay series in this map. I think I might end up doing one. It's just hard to do a bunch of them at different times, or at the same time, so we'll see. But again, this has been Farmer Cop, so please go ahead and hit that subscribe button up on your screen and check out my other videos. And if this is your first time watching a Farmer Cop video, welcome to the channel. Thank you, and thanks for watching.